Where does all that fresh produce come from? The answer lies straight ahead on the Thrift Store Rundown, where today we're bringing America's farmlands home on a budget.
Hi, I'm Mario Batali, and I'm excited to introduce my new book, America Farm to Table, co-authored with my friend Jim Webster. All the recipes in this book are inspired by farmers in appreciation of the incredible amount of work they do to bring food to our tables. This book is all about celebrating farmers and takes us on a journey to farms all across America for an inside look at what it takes to produce fresh, seasonal, local food.
All right. Boy, you want, but he does prove a point. Our farmers across America do provide an invaluable public service by utilizing safe agricultural practices that give all of our seasonal and year-round produce a delicious, sustainable, and healthful quality to them that make all of our home-cooked meals shine that much more. Our farmers reap a bounty that is cultivated through hard work, integrity, and pride. Unfortunately for Mario Batali, he is cultivating his own bounty, one that is rotting his psyche. It is one of shame, guilt, and ridicule. If you haven't heard, on May 24th, he was arraigned in a Boston municipal court on charges of indecent assault and battery against a fan who originally wanted a photo with Mario Batali, and nothing more, but got so much more than she bargained for.
Mario Batali is W 19 CR 1819. Court has entered a plea of not guilty to these charges on your behalf.
So I'm not reviewing this for his benefit. I'm reviewing this to fulfill his mission of giving more recognition to our nation's farmers and farmlands. This is America Farm to Table. Simple, delicious recipes, over 100 of them, celebrating dozens and dozens of local farmers. The co-author is Washington Post correspondent Jim Webster. I got this for 50% off the price of $7.99. When this was originally purchased, it was purchased for $21.99 as indicated on the top right corner of the cover. This is from Grand Central's Life and Style Publishing Division. Now, since Mario Batali is the culinary iconoclast of the community, usually the center of fiery debates, we're going to highlight several recipes in this book and in this video that shine the spotlight on one homegrown and farm-grown food, in my opinion, that is the center of debate more than any other food. Not just for how it's pronounced, but whether or not it's a fruit because it has seeds, or if it's more within the vegetable field. And that would be the tomato. It is the #1 center of attention when it comes to fruits and or veggies. Master farmer for the tomatoes is Tim Stock of Edgerton Hill Farm, 2 hours west of New York City on a hillside. Servicing Chef Dan Drawhan of Auto Enoteca and Pizzeria. The first of several tomato-based recipes, spicy ricotta and tomato in carrozza, or carrazza. This is my mashup of a grilled cheese Sammy and a simple tomato sandwich of my childhood. The true keys are the perfection of the tomatoes and the excessive use of black pepper. And the tomatoes that this calls for are 2 ripe, large tomatoes of the heirloom variety. So this is a grilled cheese sandwich with benefits. This is a Mexican oyster cocktail that you'll find in the oysters category. The carrazza sandwiches are in the appetizers chapter. Pacific Coast, Mexico is where my first hangovers were born. This Mexican cocktail helps alleviate them instantly. The tomatoes that this calls for, 4 ripe tomatoes of the plum variety. In the soups and salads section, we have tomato soup with goat cheese dumplings. And you will need 1 28-ounce can of whole San Marcello plum tomatoes, pureed with juices reserved. If you can't find a fresh, ripe, great tomato in the supermarket, you're better off buying canned tomatoes, whole or diced, packed in juice, never puree. Juice has a fresher flavor, and puree has a duller, cooked tomato flavor. Not to get all America's Test Kitchen on you, even though I adore them, but it is worth noting. This is the focaccia panzanella, the best of both worlds. The best of focaccia, that lovely Italian baked bread, and panzanella, that is a tomato and bread salad. The type of tomatoes that this calls for? you will need 2 overripe large heirloom types, about 1.5 pounds, cut into 1/2-inch dice. We have tomato focaccia, and the type of tomatoes that this calls for, 6 ripe heirlooms, cut into 1/2-inch thick slices. Of course, you're admiring Quentin Bacon's photography of the recipes throughout. These are green tomato folders with prosciutto and caprino. You will need 2 large green tomatoes. Caprino, by the way, is a type of goat cheese, and you'll need 4 ounces of that. And then we have a few basic tomato recipes. Oven-dried tomatoes / canned tomatoes. You need 4 pounds of ripe plum tomatoes for this. This explains a little bit more about canned tomatoes. And finally, we have sweet and hot tomato jam. It takes a little time to make, but this is a condiment I will put on anything from Parmigiano Reggiano to an omelet to fried chicken. I must warn you about its addictive properties, so beware and stock up. You do need 4 pounds of ripe tomatoes. Now, of course, the best canned tomato you can buy, apparently, is San Marzano. Or at least that's what I know from Chef John. There's plenty of farm photography here, too, and that is courtesy of Christine Butts-Fiorelli and Laura Seri. Or Lara Seri, rather. Douglas Riccardi is the art director. A couple of other chefs mentioned in here that outsource their food from local farmers. Michael Simon and Jose Andres. Gwyneth Paltrow is also mentioned in here, but she's not really mentioned as a chef. She was a co-host with Mario Batali on the PBS Taste-A-Log, that is a travel log that is culinary based. You will see both Gwyneth Paltrow and Michael Simon on this channel through cookbooks in the near future, because I have 5 and 5 and one of Gwyneth Paltrow's books, It's All Easy. Of course, Michael Simon was co-host of the two along with Mario Batali, but he was outed after all the allegations arose of sexual harassment. Damn you, Mario Batali. I guess that was one of the reasons why the two got cancelled way before its time. Anyway, enough of my rant. Let's look at the back. In the last decade, the concept of farm to table has become an obsession in the media, in restaurants, in foodie magazines, and in television programming. Although slogans are among my least favorite ways to communicate, and he does provide plenty of wit and candor in here, as he does throughout most of his cookbooks, I believe that the fundamental truth of supporting local small farming may in fact be a panacea. How do you pronounce this? Panacea? Panacea? It's a fundamental factor for many of our 21st century problems in both nutrition and regional economic development. But it is also crucial in our hedonistic search for the delicious and the delightful in cooking at home. This book is a loose itinerary, or roadmap, that will hopefully lead you to develop relationships with local farmers, but to also enjoy the improvisational style of cooking that will elevate the flavor of the dishes you create when you buy products from a farm or at a farmer's market and bring them directly to your table. So there are plenty of recipes in here and plenty of photographs, a good amount of them. Here is Chef Jose Andres. I enjoyed his PBS program Made in Spain when it was on. Oh, here is a white gazpacho, a different type of gazpacho that you'll read more about when you see this. And this is a bolognese type pasta with fresh tomatoes, the best you can buy. And if not, during the rest of the months, winter, spring, and fall, go for the canned tomatoes. And the brand, Muir Glen. That's the best brand, according to my resources at America's Test Kitchen, which is the most superior cooking show and cooking brand you will ever know or watch. This book was published before Mario Batali's allegations of sexual harassment arose, 2014. So, well, I do have to give this all 5 claps because I don't see anything wrong with this, and the book's mission is very venerable. Keep in mind that I am sorry, but be aware. Anything is fair game on my channel. You should also be aware that this is going to be the last Mario Batali cookbook I'm going to review, because I cannot, in good conscience, buy anything from an alleged criminal. Still, the mission, venerable. Give farmers more recognition and give them better recognition because they make all of our home-cooked meals more better to eat. That is the mission and purpose of this book. I give it all 5 claps because of that. Farmers will reap what they sow, and may they reap a bounty of plentiful rewards for all their hard work. As for Mario Batali, there is no trial date set yet, and he's already had his pre-trial hearing, of which he waived his appearance rights. But if he's convicted, he could face anywhere from 2.5 to up to 5 years in a different type of farm. As they say on the farmland, you will reap what you sow. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.